see you, by the way.
Etowah County tip line 256-543-2893. Etowah County Sheriff Jonathan Horton understands it takes everyone's involvement to keep Etowah County safe. If you see it, report it. 256-543-2893 or use the free app, the Etowah County tip line. Little Burton's, 4755 Alabama 179 in Boaz, Aurora Community. This is your one-stop shop from freshly cut meats and steaks, breakfast sandwiches, to famous Hunt Brothers Pizza. Hey, you can fill up your tank and enjoy a freshly brewed cup of hot coffee. Let owner Jamie Grant and his staff give you the customer service that you expect and the old-time Southern hospitality you deserve. Little Burton's. Pierce & Pierce, attorneys at law. 256-455-0984. Let attorneys Kyle and Beth Pierce take the worry away. They specialize in criminal defense, appeals, probate, family, divorce, wills and trust, real estate, and property. They are only one call away. 256-455-0984. Attorneys Kyle and Beth Pierce. We are in this together.
Trent Thrasher Construction. From idea to completion, we manage it all. At Trent Thrasher Construction, we create spaces big enough to hold your dreams. We believe in the nobility of hard work. That's what sets us apart. We take pride in everything that we do. There are lots of companies out there that can build your project, but at Trent Thrasher Construction, we don't just build, we create, innovate, collaborate, and take absolute pride in every single project we do. Trent Thrasher Construction. We're here for you.
Over 80 flavors of extra virgin olive oil and balsamics, we know that shopping with us can be a little overwhelming. That's why we take the time to get to know our customers. We get to know their likes, their dislikes, what they like to cook, and what they like to eat. We also get to know their health problems. Knowing our customers allows us to help find the perfect flavors. So what are you waiting for? Come and visit us at 534 Broad Street in downtown Gadsden so we can get to know you.
Twin City Used Cars, 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama, 256-844-2210. Open Monday through Saturday from 8 to 6. Owner Bobby Ledbetter encourages you to come take advantage of his over 30 years of experience in buying and selling amazing vehicles. Incredible inventory, honesty, fairness, reliability. Hey, that's just what you get at Twin City Used Cars. Integrity is a way of life for Bobby Ledbetter in Twin City Used Cars. Check them out on Facebook at Twin City Used Car Sales, the exclusive used car dealership of Kapow Media, Twin City Used Cars.
Man, J-Dub White. What are you doing, buddy?
Good morning.
Dude, how does it feel to be so freaking skinny? Let's talk about that.
Who? Me?
Look, you remember the movie The Clumps? Nutty Professor. Nutty Professor. No.
Oh.
That's you.
That's a great film.
That's you, man.
Well, I don't think at any point in the history of mankind has 242 pounds been skinny. Let's be real.
Spandex. Everything spandex.
Yeah.
How did you do it?
A lot of prayer, locks on the refrigerator. Honestly, what the big thing was is from being a diabetic, getting my A1C under control. My weight loss is
just a side note of what really happened. My A1C went from a 7.7 to a 4.2
Yeah.
in 90 days.
Dude, if that's combine, you're drafted first round, 4-2.
Well, I've always been drafted first round for the buffet eating portion of my skills.
Let's be fair. We both can still do the buffet, even though I'm bigger than you are. So
No, you're not.
we
You're
can
not.
we can still do the buffet though.
We can. It's still in us. Hey, good morning, family. Samuel Ray, good morning.
Hey,
Miss Nancy Tay.
Hey, Miss Tag. Samuel, we're praying for your mom and dad. They're doing tests this morning. And my wife, matter of fact, my wife is at the hospital having some tests run, and she would not let me miss the show, Jerry.
You should have done it live from the emergency room.
That could have been awesome. That could have been awesome. So, anyway,
Hey, how good was it?
Huh?
I was like, how good was it to see Samuel and all them kids in church yesterday?
Man, that dude, he's
Blessed.
He's an inspiration. That's for sure, man. Love that guy. There's all kinds of people jumping on, so we're just kind of hanging out. So look, I know we're going to do the Alabama Auburn show, but dude, that's going to be several days too late. Got to congratulate you and your Auburn Tigers for the SEC championship yesterday.
Man, they looked incredible. What I'm more fascinated in is, and again, I'm not going to say this guy's name, but the writer for AL.com, that trash publication we talked about earlier.
Yes.
He says the NCAA committee got it wrong with Auburn twice Sunday. So he's kind of trying to throw some love. What was that?
What's he mad about? Is it because of the positioning in the NCAA tournament?
Well, let's face it. A number 4 seed for Auburn is a slap in the face for what they accomplished. Bama got the 4 seed.
Should have been a 2, you think?
I'm okay with a 3. I think a 3 is fair. Try not to be a homer. 3 is okay. But a 4 in that region, man, it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
But the big thing was Alabama's a 4 seed as well.
I know. That's the frustration, isn't it? That's the frustration.
Well, in the net rankings of what they call a quad, Auburn did not do well against top tier opponents.
Okay.
They didn't, right? I think they had one victory against a big opponent. Against the lesser tiers, they were perfect. Anyway, anything can happen. We know that. So we'll dive more deep on it on the Thursday show, but we got to do our bracket contest. We got to put that together.
Yeah,
the
man.
ZLA bracket.
Yep, the ZLA. $250 to the winner.
That should be fun.
So look, guys, that means anybody, right, Jerry? That means anybody can fill this bracket out. Just download the bracket, fill it out, and then take a picture of it, and then message it to us, and we'll keep up with it. And you can do it like my wife sometimes will do it by mascots or by colors of the uniforms. And your wife did the same thing.
Yeah, and they win a lot.
Most of the time, they beat us, and we're trying to.
No.
Oh, Jerry, don't even. Hey, look what kind of coffee cup you got today.
Oh, I'm representing the Fighting Irish.
Look at this big mother.
That's a huge cup.
Dude, I got that at Allawine in Gatlinburg. And every time we go to Gatlinburg, we go straight back to Allawine. That's the best pottery company I've ever seen. I wish they would sponsor us.
You said sponsored by A Lot of Wine?
You could put a lot of wine in that thing if you drank wine, that's for sure.
Oh, that's funny.
He don't drink wine no more, Miss Nancy.
Mm-mm. My doctor even told me to, and I don't.
You know why?
Mm-mm.
Because you love clarity of mind, my friend.
When have I ever had clarity of mind?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to help you. Hey, I went outside yesterday afternoon when we got home from church, and Elliot took a nap, and I finished watching Scheffler do work, right? Scotty played great. It was awesome. You and I
Back
were.
to back.
Oh my God, yeah, yeah. We were playing, texting back and forth, and it was a battle. Shoffley was making moves, and Wyndham Clark were really trying to put this thing together. And Shoffley missed a critical putt. He almost got it,
Flip
and
out.
so I went outside afterwards, and my yard's soaked everywhere. It's been raining here in Alabama for like Northeast Alabama anyway. For seems like 40 days and 40 nights. I don't even know. But I went out and cut just probably half an acre, just the high part, so I wouldn't have all these weeds around. And dude, I am locked down. You know, I've been having issues with my allergies for the last week, dude,
Maybe more.
bro. It is. I'm talking. Woke up last night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, not before last. You and I had other issues at 3 o'clock in the morning. Last
Yeah.
night, that on top of I can't breathe. This Alabama stuff, man. Where can you move and not have this kind of stuff?
Norway.
I mean, Norway, it is, brother. We
Hey,
can go
Jeff Little. Good morning, Jeff. Thanks for watching. Great state. Yeah, Alabama is represented very well in the tournament. But you're right. That run that the NC State made in the ACC tournament, 5 wins. They played their guts out. And I know I got a message from Jeff. I didn't see it until early the next morning.
Yeah.
One of the more special things that I've seen in basketball tournament, the run that this team put on, and you know, they did beat North Carolina, which I'm always a fan of.
Hate North
Anybody beat one? Was that?
I hate North Carolina.
Yeah.
But you know what made me more happy is to see them beat Virginia.
Mm.
And now Virginia's got to play into the tournament.
It happens. It happens. So yeah, Jeff, that was incredible. I know Jeff's going to put a bracket out for us.
Well, Jeff, we're having to do our video today, our Kapow show today, and it may be the next couple of days. Who knows? From our own locations, but we don't have our Jeff Little cam. I should have left the camera on in the studio because we could have connected to it.
I could run up there real quick.
Look at my cat. Look at this. Look at Ellie's cat right there. See it?
I do.
I tried to let it scratch it. I tried to let that thing out so it wouldn't be in the shot. This thing finds a way, no matter where we do the video at this house, whether it's Ellie and I's 314 marriage podcast or it's you and I, she finds a way to get in the picture. I don't understand it. Cats are demonic.
That's right. Hey, Jimmy V will be proud of him for sure. Yeah, you can't think of that NC State team without thinking about Jim Valvano. God, what a passionate dude that was. Don't give up, Jeff. Don't ever give up on them allergies.
When he won that the championship that year, to watch him freak out and run all over trying to figure out where do I go first, who do I hug first, was the best.
So, just give me a hug. Somebody hug me.
It was the sweetest thing, really. And now you watch it after his battle and his struggle to live, and now you appreciate that more. You know what I mean?
The comments are killing me.
Who's saying
They're good. They're good. That was Jeff Little with that one. Your girl Emily's watching. Scott Coley.
All these folks. These are great people.
So, hey, what do you want to get into today? What do you want to talk about?
Man,
let's talk a little bit about traffic. Yeah. Horrible traffic in East Gadget over there by you, Underwood.
It's bad, man.
Slow down.
But let me tell you this. I know you're going to get back to traffic, but let me tell you this. We came home from church yesterday. They said it was going to take them 1 week to get those tracks done. They're going to be right on it because we were coming home yesterday. They had it going southbound. I don't know how that runs. No, eastbound. If you're going east on 431, right? It's completely done on that side, and it's incredible. It's like butter. So it's going to be, but it's terrible right now, brother. Absolutely.
Well, that kind of hurts the Sam Boswell Honda business performance package.
Yeah. Look,
They're
listen, if they're selling cars, if you're selling cars at Sam Boswell, what's your boy J Mike? J Mike, tell your salesman just to tell, hey, let's take test drives on Megan, and then when you leave, the best route from here is to go down East Broad. They'll be back.
they'll come back. Right now with the traffic flow, they got to come back. So everything else is business as normal. Pretty good traffic wise. Slow down, a lot of construction there and about, which is a good thing.
Well, the weather today, right now it's 55 degrees in the great city of Gadsden, Alabama. The low tonight is going to be 29, no chance of rain. Here's the deal. The winds are going to be from the northwest at 10 miles an hour, somewhere around in there, 10 to 15 miles an hour. It's going to bring in some major cold weather, according to Chief Meteorologist, ABC 3340 James Spann. And we got a freeze warning out for tonight. So make sure you pets got some food and some chips and stuff. And not potato chips. That's for me and Jerry. Wood chips, cedar chips. And make sure they have a little something warm to lay in their dog houses. But it's going to be a chilly day, but a bright day. So there you go. There's your traffic and weather right here on Kapow. Hey, what's more reliable than our traffic and weather?
What's more reliable than our traffic and weather?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Single ply toilet paper.
I was waiting for the punchline.
Yeah. I see what you did there. That's good right there. The punch through line. Hey. God, dog. There's so much crap going on. Let's get to local stuff in a minute, but talk a little bit about what's happening today, March 18th, 2024. What does your friend Dan Bongino say today is, and who the worst president in United States history is?
Well, we know who the worst president is, but I don't watch Bongino anymore.
Why?
Busy.
Huh?
I got a certain amount of, podcast availability, and he's kind of taking a couple steps down right now.
What?
Because I'm building up for the NFL draft.
Oh, okay.
Priorities.
Okay.
Priorities, Underwood.
Okay. So you're more in on sports podcast right now, trying to hone in on your NFL stuff.
Yeah. I love it. It's my time of year. Sorry, Bongino. You're still amazing.
I bet that drives Kelly crazy, doesn't it?
No. She watches whatever women watch.
Are you?
She's been working a lot, actually. But she's actually homesick today. She got that stomach virus.
Man,
it's bad, bro. I had to leave church yesterday.
I know you did. It looks like you lost another 5 pounds.
2.
2.
So it was. Hey, but I got all my responsibilities done at church. I didn't leave nobody hanging. I did what I was supposed to do.
No, you always get your responsibilities done, but the greatest responsibility that you didn't get done yesterday was what everybody loves, is fellowshipping after the 11 o'clock service at the Atala location. So you didn't get them all, but we forgive you because I understand what you're going through and what killed you. So you are forgiven. How do you do this?
Yeah. How good was Jason Cole yesterday?
Jason Cole came out of the box, and let me tell you, if Jimmy Bailey from Reed Memorial and Harold Epperson had a baby,
that's so good. That's so good.
That's Jason Cole, man.
So good.
He's
such a good little preacher.
Oh man, he was great, and
he's such a good little preacher, man.
He really is. And let me tell you something. When he first got up there, he's been pastoring for years, and he's just taken a few years sabbatical. But he got back, and he started just to get up there and thank people. I think you were still there at that moment.
I didn't leave until like 15 minutes till.
Okay. All right. So when he got up there, you could see when he was just thanking people and
Yeah,
just kind of going through, hey guys, thank you all, because I think he brought 15 to 18 people with him, and it was
it was
all
good.
so good. And you could see his hands physically shaking.
You
But
can hear it in his voice too.
Jerry, when he started preaching,
Mhm.
steady, and he just was lights out. So I'm proud of him. I know you are. You've known him for many years, over 20.
Yeah,
Just I'm proud of him, man.
yeah, me too. And he represented himself very well.
Hey, if you're from a Tyler, he did y'all right.
Yeah. Hey, what I was upset with is leaving church yesterday a little bit early.
Uh-huh.
Um, I noticed that the paramedics and whatnot was right down the road at Jeremy Foster's house, and
Yeah,
they admitted his mother back to the hospital. So um, I say that not to put his business on the street, but I say that to hey, let's certainly be praying for Miss Carolyn Foster and Jeremy, and I mean they're on our street,
yeah,
so we should definitely be taking care of them, and
yeah.
we will.
Anything we need to do, we take care of them. And he's a sweet guy, man. And
Yeah,
love his mom, and y'all been buddies for y'all played baseball together.
yeah, we grew up together.
Yeah. So what I say to Jeremy and anybody else is a quote, and I'm gonna give it to you from Steve Lawson today. And here's what Steve Lawson says: Jesus is the light in a dark world, the living bread for empty souls, and the good shepherd for his sheep. So anything we're going through today, man, we can hang on to that fact that Jesus is all for us. And matter of fact, what Jason preached yesterday, Jesus is inviting us all. It's just up to us to put on that wedding garment, son.
That's true.
Come on, let's take a drink on that one.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly, Jason. Good job, buddy.
Well,
So,
I'm gonna hit you with a quote, Jeff, from Bob Euchre.
oh, that's better.
I must be on the front row.
Yeah, I must be. That was a Miller Lite commercial, wasn't it? Hey,
Potato, whatever.
hey, Baptist Church, Miller Lite, all the same. It's all the same.
Hey, so question. I know we got two very important people in our church. Actually, I guess four very important people in our church vacationing down at the border wall.
Oh,
So here's my question. Are they going to sneak over the wall, come back illegally, and get free education for the kids?
dude, that's what they got to do.
They're there.
Might as well do it.
Why
Even
not?
college.
I'm saying, yeah, you're going to get a nice debit card and some free health care, an Obama phone, and free education.
I need me an Obama phone. I got this Verizon phone. Sucks.
A lot of people going away from Verizon.
I'm finna go to Patriot Mobile.
I've heard about that.
If they sponsor us, we're going to Patriot Mobile, Jerry. And they're sponsoring a lot of podcasts that are conservative, by the way.
Hey, did you see the picture of Ethan eating those ribs yesterday? Let me say this. I love Ethan for many years now. I've grown my relationship. That's my guy. He's opening up during youth group. He's saying he's good, right? I've never been more proud than seeing him. It's such a proud moment in my life.
What did it say? Ethan's making a business call and then doing work.
He went to work, man. He went to work. It was great.
Oh, that's so good, man.
Hey, Miss Helms, how did Jet play on Saturday? I know the younger kids played up in Coleman, I think it was. I think they had a big tournament up there. I hadn't heard how that went.
Okay. That's baseball.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What age group is the Jet?
Is that 6U maybe? I
Okay.
think so. I could be 100% wrong. I normally am.
Hey, there's some athletes in that little Coosa. I call them youth league. Maybe is that what it's called? Youth league.
I think so. Yeah.
Dude, there's some athletes out there. I was at JSU watching my son play baseball Saturday, and I saw a couple of those kids that were there from the Coosa Youth League with their families. And then I saw a couple. As a matter of fact, I saw one of your close friends, Shane Monroe, the former head coach at Asheville. And where's he at now? Boaz? Sardis?
I know. I think Shane's in Boaz.
Shay's at Boaz. Is he an offense coordinator?
I'm not sure what position he took up there. He's a fantastic coach.
He's a nice guy, man. I was watching him play ball with his kid, and he was throwing the ball, and his kid caught it wrong. It was there were two Coosa kids there, and then his little boy, and then he came to watch our coaches, his friend coach play the game because he had an off day, and his son caught the ball a little different, and he said something, and so coach tried to start correcting him. And I said, "You're parenting like a football coach." And he's a nice guy. But anyway, those Coosa kids, I was watching them. They're manners, man.
Yeah.
And the reason I knew because they had their shirts on. They had their little shirts on with their shorts and had their hats, and so I knew they're the Coosa kids, and their manners were just lights out. I don't know if they're good ball players or not, but they were such respectful kids, and I think that's one thing that they do there is build character and give them a chance to play some great ball.
Yeah, man, it's pretty awesome. And reading the comments here, they lost their bracket game by 1 run. It was a heartbreaker, but the Jet smoked the ball every time. He's 6'U", but the Jet is just a giant size man. He's 5.
He's
something.
He's a handsome little fellow, boy, I tell you.
He loves Coach A. And Coach A, Kelly and I got to talk to Alaric Friday, I don't know, for about 20, 30 minutes. And God, he loves those kids, man. You think that he's coaching those kids up and making an impact in their lives, and he is.
Sure.
But to see what those kids are doing for Alaric is amazing.
That's so good, man. That's so good. I love, when I was a kid, and you can talk about yours too. When I was a kid, mine was the Litchfield League, and we played everybody. We all did. We played all the areas. It wasn't just 5 teams from where you're at, and then maybe a couple others. We played everybody, when we were kids. But I thank God for people like Jim Carter. He ran the concession stands for years and coached and did all kinds of stuff at Litchfield Park over behind the boys club. And then they named a baseball field and softball field after him over there where all the medical stuff is by Gadsden Regional Carter Field. And he ran all the stuff. And we lived across the street from him. As a matter of fact, it was Craig Ford, which is the mayor of Gadsden now, Jim Carter, and then Marty Middlebrook. We all lived right there, and we lived right across the street from them. And then you had Dub Hathcock, and then you had Mickey Putman from Putman's Transmission or Front End. Then you had, what's the police officer's name? The Reeves, Bobby Reeves, Huck and Bo, their dad. And just, I can't even, Dwayne Rowe's dad, Wayne Rowe, all of those guys were coaching ball. We had great people that coached us. And I think that went missing for a while. And now, if you're looking for a thing to put your kids in, Coosa League is the way to go because they're going to play competitive ball, but they're going to teach your kids character.
And the great thing about that, Jeff, is you don't have to go to Coosa to play in this Coosa League. It has nothing to do with it. It's just the Coosa League.
Yeah. So who was your coach in Little League?
Well, my favorite coach actually was Jerry Collette. Babe Ruth, 14, 15, 12, 13, then 14, 15 are all-stars. Those Babe Ruth traveling teams. God, it was so much fun. And hearing him, greatest thing ever is hearing him slip a little curse word out when he's yelling at you. That used to crack us up. It was awesome. It was so good.
He
You got Kevin Moore watching, man. We're just thankful Kevin's alive.
Kevin, I heard my wife text me, and she said, "Jeff, is Kevin okay?" And I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." She said, "Your friend Kevin Moore." And I said, "What happened? He had a car wreck?" I freaked out. And I text you and I said, have you heard from Kevin Moore?" And by the time I sent that text, my wife replied and sent me something from James and said that he had a tree fall in his house. And so I just texted him from you and I and said, "Hey, man, uh, whatever we can do, we can swing a hammer. Not certain it's going to rebuild anything, but I'm just praise God that he's alive and he's okay and his bride is as well. Man, that's awful." Mm.
Yeah, I know his wife had just left 15, 20 minutes early to go to work, and Kevin was sitting up on the side of the bed when it happened. What the story that he failed to follow up with is that he had to change the sheets. So I understand, Kevin. I understand, bro. He's got He's got Harris Tree Service cutting his trees right now.
One of our newest brings us to our newest sponsor, ServPro. They can make it just like it never happened.
The Kapow coupon.
We're so grateful, man. We love Kevin Moore. He's
Yeah,
been a great friend of yours and mine for a long time.
he's like the non-official third member of Kapow.
I love him, man.
He really is.
We get tickled every time we talk to Kevin, and then Kevin in mid sentence, Jerry. He'll be talking to you, and look at your cat. Your cat's here.
It's not my cat.
This is great. Matter of fact,
That's your cat.
oh, it just came to your house.
Yeah,
Done. Look at that.
sure.
So my greatest thing that I love about Kevin Moore is this dude will be steady in the conversation, right? Matter of fact, we were at you and I were at the Downtown Chief having lunch,
Yeah,
and Kevin Moore was there with some friends from Sunday school class, I think. And he walked. We didn't see him. He walked over to the table. We had what 15 minutes of just fun, laughing. And dude, when he was done, turn around and he's gone. He don't say bye, nothing. He's out. I love that.
reminds me of me. That's why I'm on the phone too. When I'm done, I'm done.
Well, I can't. If Jerry hangs up on y'all when y'all are done talking, consider yourself lucky because his salutation to me is
Pastor. Hey, look, let's talk about a few things, Jeff, if we can.
sure we can.
I'm just scrolling, just looking for some information to talk about today. What about the murder rates in the United States right now?
What's the murder rate?
Well, I have it broken down per city if I can find that. I mean, the highest is Baltimore, Maryland, Detroit number 2, and Memphis number 3. 50, 49, 43. Of course, Memphis makes me worry because we got a dear friend who runs the Salvation Army there.
Yes, we do.
So we certainly worry about that, but incredible. And this particular site I'm looking at is safehome.org. That's the murder rate. And you look at broke down, they have by rape and aggravated assault and robbery. And Detroit, Michigan is number 1 in the rape category, followed by Columbus, Ohio, and Denver, Colorado. I would not expect Denver, honestly.
Rob Parsley needs to do something in Columbus.
Well, I've seen some of the people who fall under his umbrella. There, that's a different show. That's a different show. Aggravated assault, Memphis, number 1 by a wide margin.
Of course.
And this is through last month.
Dude, that's awful.
1,942 aggravated assault Detroit, Michigan, number 2 with 1642, and Kansas City, Missouri, third at 1155.
Kansas City?
Yeah,
Wow. So
Chief
what
fans, man, they get angry.
you think they would be happy as good as they are here lately? What the heck is going on in
And
Kansas City?
robbery. Baltimore is number 1, Memphis number 2, Philadelphia number 3.
Does that surprise you?
Memphis, man, telling you,
Memphis is
and burglary,
a city and it's jacked up now. It's jacked up.
burglary. Interesting. Washington, Seattle, Washington, number 1. Memphis, number 2. Albuquerque, New Mexico, number 3.
Burglary.
Burglary.
Really?
Yeah. Larceny, theft. San Francisco is number 1. Memphis, number 2. Portland, Oregon, number 3. Interesting.
I saw where in last year, at the end of last year, where they finished this report, because they do it quarterly, right? Is that what they do? Is that what? Okay.
They do.
So I saw where New Orleans had decreased by 27% when it's homicide, right? But what they're not telling you is the population has decreased by 50%, right?
Well, New Orleans murder-wise, they've had 72 murders
right.
this first quarter of the year, which ranks them number 1, and they're now in the medium city, as you're alluding to. They were a large city, now they're considered a medium city.
Like Memphis, about the same size as Memphis now.
Well, Memphis is larger now. Memphis is still considered a large, and what they consider a large is a city over 500,000.
Okay.
And now they're saying New Orleans is under half. New Orleans is between 250,000 and 499,999.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting. So St. Louis, Cleveland, Winston-Salem's on here.
Dang.
I'm gonna get to the small cities here. I haven't looked all the way down.
I love it.
Minneapolis, they got some issues. Small cities, which includes Birmingham. Birmingham leads the way in small cities at 73 murders. Here's number 2, Jeff. Little Rock at 39.
Jeez.
Yeah, 73 to 39.
Wow.
Salt Lake City's number 1 in rapes.
Jeez.
Crazy. Aggravated assault, Birmingham's number 2.
That's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy to me.
But good news, I happen to live in the safest city in America.
You know why?
Why that is?
Rainbow City.
Mm-hmm. Hey, any aggravated assault that's happening here is happening from my wife.
Yeah. I was looking at 2018 crime statistics, and they'll come back out this year for Gadsden. Murders in Gadsden back then was 6, rapes 15, robberies 17, assaults 151. But then there are also some major violent crimes, people being hurt during crimes. Man, Gadsden. Oh yeah. This year, no, 2023. Gadsden's got some work to do, son. Gadsden that's a tough place. You know, you and I know where to go. And people around here know where to go. I tell my kids when they leave here and they say we're going to Gadsden, I will make sure that they know exactly what route to take. And that's sad, isn't it? That you can't allow your 16 to 19-year-old kids go and just say, okay, go to Gadsden, come on back. I mean, you got to tell them what route to take.
Well, that is sad, but I mean, you and we feel safe going anywhere in Gadsden. I don't see Gadsden as a Detroit or a Memphis. Right? There's a place in Memphis I don't want to go.
No,
there's no street in Gadsden that I wouldn't walk on, other than the fact that I'm fat and don't want to walk.
No, and that's not what I'm saying. People that grew up here know that we know where to go, how to go, what to do. If somebody's going to kill you, they're going to kill you, right? I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, who you know, what side of the tracks you're from, how you carry yourself. A demonic person is a demonic person, and they're going to perpetrate harm upon people no matter who they are. Um,
Right.
but with there's a different confidence when you carry yourself with confidence, and maybe a little arrogance and a holiness. You know what I mean?
You keep me out of this.
You can go down different places. I mean, you and I visit different locations. I visit used to major hot spots for places where drug use is, just to go into these encampments and meet these people and offer services to them. There's a lot of people that can't go into those types of places. You
Hey,
can't.
but
Go ahead.
I would say just know this though. If I'm ever found murdered, homicide, just know I talk crap to the very end. Rest assured.
I
I'm
can
saying.
rest sure that yes, you did. You talked crap to the very, very end.
How about this? I know we got some chicken dinners to give away.
We do. We gave Sam Purvis his yesterday. Nancy Tague, I think she picked hers up. I'm not really sure. I hope you did, Nancy. It's in your box there. Or just stop by the church, 3867 Rainbow Drive. You can grab that. And then we have Kevin Stevens that won. We have who was the other ones that won?
Scott Coley, the chip man.
Scott Kohler, the Chip Man.
I'll take his to Coosa. I'll drop his off for him.
Why don't you just drop it off like you dropped them chips off to us for 3 weeks?
Oh, so you and I we're gonna eat Jack's for lunch then. That's what I hear.
We're getting Jack's for lunch, son.
Yes,
But
Scott, I'll drop yours off, buddy.
we do have.
So let's drop one off. I mean, let's give one away, dog.
Yeah, let's do one now. So what do you want to do? How do you want to do that? Right now, somebody could just tell them something to drop in the comments right now.
Who do you think? Now, how about this? How about favorite Bible verse? What's your favorite scripture? Throw your favorite Bible verse in there.
Just know we're going to read them. Kel O'Brien just jumped on. Speaking of Bible verses, I'm going to quote one to you.
That brother needs some free chicken.
Hey, he does need free chicken. We're going to read.
Because if it's free, I'll take 3.
If it's for free,
You know me. Oh my.
dude.
Hey, let's talk about this, Jeff. If I can hoard the show for a second.
I love it.
Let's talk about the last Wednesday of the month, our food giveaway. Talking about giving stuff for free. Let's kind of promote that a little bit more. Then also the 30th, the day before Jeff Underwood's birthday. Word, yeah. We got a free spaghetti dinner in a towel. Let's talk about those two things.
Yeah, man. So the last Wednesday of the month, we'll be giving away food at 3867 Rainbow Drive. There's no requirement. You just show up, have an ID. Doesn't matter if it's expired. Doesn't matter if it's military. Just have just a form of ID so we can put your information down, and you get a ton of food. Matter of fact, I guess Jerry's going to have to go to Publix today since you're down there and I have 58 miles to go. That's another story. But there's all kinds of meat and food that they get. I mean, Faye works really hard. Sandra works really hard. Ken works really hard putting this together for people. So all you do is just show up and get in the car line on the last Wednesday of every month. And it starts at 6. We like to start early. And we will go till food runs out, and we will run out. So just get in the car line, stay in your car, hang out, bring some snacks. We'll get, if you need water, just let us know. We'll get you some water. And then the last Saturday of this month, it's the Saturday before Easter, the 30th, in Attalla, 416 6th Avenue Southwest in Attalla, in our fellowship hall across from Jim Glover Stadium. What is it called?
Jim Glover Field.
Jim Glover Field. That's where our church is. And you'll see Jerry, myself, Kelly, and several other our church people there. Jason and Jennifer will be giving out just free spaghetti dinners that are boxed. All you got to do is stop by. You get a dinner to go and go just hang out and enjoy some great food. And we just want to say thank you for letting First Church be a part of Atala, man. And that's it. And we'll give out food till it runs out. And when we run out, don't cuss us out. You just got there late. Just saying.
And I want everybody to also remember that Easter, Jeff's birthday, which is pretty fitting to me. I'll tell you that off air. You want to get Jeff something. Obviously, cash is always good. But how about come to one of the Easter services that he'll be preaching? Let's see how many Kapow people we can get in church. Not trying to steal you from your own church, but if you're not involved in a church, have a home church, you can sit next to Sam. Sam will save you a seat at the Rainbow City location. But I'd love to see both services just packed out, everybody wearing their Easter pastels.
That's awesome. Thank you. And the best gift you could ever get me is just to show up at church. And great it'd be at our church, but anywhere else. But last year you and I wore pastels on Easter, and Suzanne Weatherwax made fun of us.
But that's who she is. She's a Weatherwax.
She said, "Y'all are like Easter eggs up here."
I was shaped like one too, very round. I was that good egg, like that Reese's egg.
Mm-hmm. You're that oblong egg now. You're kind of that thin egg. Hey, did you see where John Stockton, the NBA legend, sues Washington State over the COVID censorship? And he's joining up with RFK Jr. to sue Washington State.
Wow, I did not.
I think that's freaking awesome. And I think everybody that was in a state that locked you down illegally, and you had governors that overstepped, sue the crap out of them. Because we got frivolous lawsuits. That's not a frivolous one. That's overstep, overreach. Sue the crap out of them.
Well, our governor here in Alabama did the same thing. She overstepped, she overreached, and the people that we had in office did not have the intestinal fortitude to say, no, that's not right. That's illegal, actually.
Yep.
But hopefully now we got the right people in office.
Yeah, but you know what? That still happened. And
sure, it happened.
We can't act like it didn't happen. And we want to, especially us conservatives, we want to say frivolous lawsuits, blah, 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 this, the ambulance chasers. But when it's a real lawsuit that should happen, we need to step up and do something about it and make sure that never happens again. Alabama, Governor Ivey or Will Ainsworth, whoever comes in to be the governor of the state of Alabama, you will not overreach anymore. Laws go through legislation and the House, they make the laws, and then it's enforced. You'll never overstep again, and we need to do something about it. I haven't heard any lawsuits in Alabama. Have you?
I have not.
I wish they would have arrested me back then. I would have sued the crap out of them.
I can see if I can make that happen.
I'm just trying to pay Atala Church off.
That's awesome.
If anybody wants to donate about $275,000 to Jerry and I can promise you that money would go to pay off the Atala location so we can be debt free and minister over there. Just saying. I mean, some of y'all got some money. It's a tax write off for you.
Mm-hmm. I love it. What else you got going on?
Man, I'm just reading Max Homa's tweets and Matt Gates, all that kind of stuff. I'm just reading tweets this morning.
Have we got anybody that won our chicken?
Oh, I haven't looked. I thought you were monitoring Facebook.
I am on Facebook. Let's see. Oh, Pastor Darrell.
Oh,
James 4:10, he says.
Is he the first one?
He is.
Darrell says James. Let's
4:10.
Let's read that. And then Darrell, what I want you to do, my brother, is I want you to exegete that verse for us and tell us exactly what that means. If you're going to be a pastor, and what did he say, James? What?
4:10. It's about talking about humble yourselves before the Lord.
Oh, hallelujah. So
he will lift you up in honor. Yeah.
That's good.
Get down on your knees before the master.
Oh, So if we
It's my
break
favorite book of the Bible.
with an attitude of repentance and
Mm,
significance in the presence of the Lord, and He will exalt you, He will lift you up, He will give you a purpose.
that's strong.
That's good. I like
That's
that, Harold. That's good, buddy. You get a free chicken dinner.
bam. Of course,
Boom.
don't take it home because there ain't enough chicken to feed your family. Eat that in the car.
But I guess you'll have to meet Jerry somewhere to get it because you won't come to the church.
Well, is he still working out of town? Is he still in Russellville, up that way?
He knows I'm jacking with it. I don't know. He works somewhere. He lives out in Hokes Bluff and then works all over the place. He's on the
Yeah.
road. Yeah, I mean, he's repairing ATM machines and all
Yeah.
kinds. Nick Hill says we're having a Good Friday service at Summit Church on Friday, March 29th. Anyone is welcome to come if they would like
That's
to.
awesome.
Summit Church is if you go by our favorite coffee spot in Rainbow City, next door, right there is it still called the Rainbow Plaza?
I think so.
Yeah, the Rainbow Plaza at the far end by the telecom place, or it used to be
Just go Union Jacks. Huh?
Union Jacks, and then bus a right, and it's right there. You can't beat going to church with Nick Hill, and man, Nick is just as good as they come, man. We love Nick, and don't sit close to him though. You'll cry,
You weep.
get emotional,
Mm.
get saved, pass out, and then guess what he does?
He'd bake you a cake.
He'll revive you and make you a cake.
Yeah. He's awesome.
I love Nick Hill, man. Love Nick Hill. So go out
Good dude.
there. I just want you in church. I don't care where you go. As long as it's a Bible believing church, it makes no difference, man. Just get in there. But hey,
It don't matter if they believe in the Bible?
no. I said as long as a Bible believing church.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's a great segue. Thank you, Nick. For Jerry White, I'm going to toss this to you, my friend. Talk about churches that have the form of godliness but deny the power thereof. Go.
Bro, that's it's 9:54. I don't know if we have a 3 hour for a dissertation on stupidity.
Jerry,
You know, I wasn't going to talk about
on Kapow, we can go as long as we want.
I wasn't going to talk about Stephen Furtick today, but I will. Right, just because you got a certain amount of likes, or your jeans are a certain amount of tightness, or your band is incredible, doesn't mean you're speaking the word of God. Right? It's a popularity contest. You throw some realness in with all this fakery, and your church will grow. That's all it takes, is be of the world and not of actual the word. Hey, sidebar: is Daryl going to turn us into Arnie for giving free stuff away? It's not a lottery.
We're going to give 16.7% to.
Okay.
So
Okay, just make sure.
It will be one chicken. What's it called? Chicken strip and 2 fries.
Long as the Church of Nazarene gets their
run to play golf with you and I, we'll give him a chicken finger, and 2 fries.
Sorry about that. Let's get sidetracked a little bit with that.
Go ahead.
Frustrated.
Finish that thought, man, because I love
it. Well, it's a tough thought because a popular church doesn't mean it's a biblical church. It doesn't mean that they're doing in a lot of instances, I know some super small churches, I'm talking 10 to 50 people, that are just on point with the scripture and how they live your life and how the pastor teaches and builds disciples and does things the right way. I know some mega churches that you're getting selfishness, you're getting the name it, claim it stuff, right? I know some churches who claim to have apostles. Just talk. You could not put scripture into less context than they do. Saying big churchy words don't make it real, bro. Don't make it real. So I just be careful where you.
I can't just drop what you just said in these comments and get blessed.
You can't, bro.
Huh?
You can't.
Huh.
And I think the reason we're not, and we are growing, both our churches are growing
Yeah,
um,
they are.
more spiritually than pneumatically,
Sure,
right? So our numbers are increasing as well.
they are. Sure.
But if you had wear one of those Seth Coleman shirts, we may grow even more.
Yeah. Wow, you saw that?
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
That is
Hey,
great.
well, I'm excited to talk about the week of Easter. My favorite week of the year is Holy Week. I love Holy Week and taking a step-by-step dive. This is what happened this day. Here's why, blah, blah, blah. I say not blah, blah, blah. It's very important. It's my favorite week to teach. I'm so excited that this last week of the month, I'd be teaching that with the youth. It's going to be awesome.
You're going to kill it, man. It's going to be incredible. My kids love it. My teenagers finally have a youth group to go to, man, and just love youth group. And they love you. They love Michael that was there. And now he's a smart man. He's doing children's ministry with his wife. But they love it. And I'm so proud of you, man, and what you and Kelly do with our teenagers. It's just, I tell you what, I will say this, and you didn't ask for this, but when people step out of their comfort zone and do ministry because it's needed, that's the call. That's what God has asked us to do, to surrender. You've never wanted to do youth ministry. You helped me for years do youth ministry, but you never wanted to do it. And now you and Kelly are doing it because there's a need, and it's just beautiful to see, man. I'm just thankful for that. Uh, you know who else could do youth ministry, but he don't want to?
Who's that?
Jack Justice.
Jack Justice or Jackson Justice?
Mm-mm.
Jackson's doing it.
Justice is doing youth ministry at the
You know what
church.
I'm saying? He's doing it.
Is that Wills Creek?
Yeah, Jack Justice, he is so far separated from youth, he couldn't see youth with binoculars.
Well, I didn't say that, Jackie, Paul.
Oh,
I didn't say
Jackie
that.
Paul's watching?
Jerry said that.
I didn't
Yeah,
know Jackie Paul was watching. I don't see him.
he's on there. He's on there.
Love you, Jackie Paul.
Man, what a good dude. What a good dude. If you had one place in the city of Gadsden that you and Kelly, as a couple, right, grown adults, just you two, and just to go to a dinner, and then there's a little shop you could go to, where would that be?
In Gadsden?
Yeah, in the city of Gadsden.
Man, I'm probably going to Jack and Amanda Justice house. Because the food's going to be great.
I don't think they live in Gadsden.
Oh, they don't. They don't live in Gadsden. They live in Rainbow City.
They rich.
No, they live in Asheville, don't they?
I don't know. I have no idea. I was just kidding. They may live in Gadsden for all I know. I have no idea.
They don't live in Gadsden.
Where would you go? Take Kelly to dinner and then go for a 10-minute little shopping thing just to hang out for a minute.
Well, the shopping place I'm going to King's Olive Oil.
Sure you are.
It fascinates me. You know how much I love that place. And not because they sponsor the show. We've talked about it for years before they sponsored the show. We love that store.
Right.
Probably selfishly,
Yes.
I'm going to Olive Garden.
Really? That Kelly loves that.
Well, I love the salmon and broccoli dish.
You're welcome.
You don't eat Italian. It's fake Italian food, so don't get it twisted. It's not good. The Italian food sucks at Olive Garden. Let's be real. Anybody who's really had Italian food, they know that this stuff they feed you at the Olive Garden is not good Italian. And they'll never be a sponsor at this point.
Say that.
What was that?
Only Italian people would say that.
Yeah, but the way they do their broccoli and their salmon is incredible. It really is it's a great dish.
It is good, isn't it? It is good. So, and you're going to take her to King's Olive Oil afterwards just to hang out.
Absolutely.
I'm going to tell you where I'm going to go. I've never been there. but I want to go. And I've heard over the last 2 weeks, because I'm addicted to Dave Portnoy and the One Bite app, is everybody has been texting me like crying. And I'm talking, I'm not, if I've got one text, I've got 20 that have said, dude, you're talking about pizza all the time on y'all's show. Go to Blackstone.
I've never had it.
Apparently, it's incredible. So I'm taking Ellie to Blackstone, and then I'm going to stop off at King's Olive Oil, and I'm going to get that balsamic with some jalapeno up in there. I told my mom I want my indigestion. I'm addicted to it. I got to go get it.
But it's so smooth. It's not like eating a jalapeno pepper. Whatever Tina
What?
King, a jalapeno pepper.
Oh, yeah. I didn't hear you. I don't know if you were talking about the chili peppers.
I know you love jalapeno pepper. I know you love it. You love it in your mouth. You love the juice.
Blake,
It's your favorite.
Blake loves it. Blake loves it. What was that
Blake
called?
does love it. What was that?
The cornbread with it in it. The jalapeno.
Love it. Especially when you put the juice in it with it. It helps it for the moisture. Yeah, Jack lives in Asheville, he says.
Oh, he does? He does. So Jack texts you.
No, he's on Facebook.
Oh, he's on Facebook? Because Jack don't text me. I don't think Jack likes me.
No, it's just the opposite. You never show up or do anything for Kusa. You hate Kusa, in fact.
My kid plays ball. I'm not missing my kid's stuff. Y'all offer enough. My kid plays ball. I'm not missing nothing. I'm not missing nothing. When he graduates, I'll be at everything Kusa. Matter of fact, y'all have a suite that says Jeff Suite. That's because that's where I'll be. So there you go.
He'll be Jeff Eats Sweets. That's what he'll be at. He'll be eating from a concession.
Mm-hmm.
They need to dedicate the concession stand to Blake.
They might as well now. I have never seen in my life that has visited more. Listen, let me tell you what happened. This is great. You got to hear this. So we played baseball the other day in Collinsville. Great baseball team, by the way.
Very good.
They're beating huge schools, big schools, dominating. So we went to Collinsville and talking to Blake, he goes, hey, PJ. he said, hey, PJ, did you get them pintos and cornbread? And I said, huh? I said, Blake, how do you know that they serve pintos and cornbread? He goes, oh, they serve it at the football games, baseball games, basketball games, everything. They're known for that. And then he starts to tell me about all these other schools and what they're known for. And then he goes on to complain that me, and him are not going to be able to get Philly cheesesteaks or steak sandwiches this year because we've moved up a classification in football. I'm like, dude, how do you know all of these concession stands?
Well, to be fair,
Like Bobby,
so do I.
huh?
So do I. I know that the fried Oreo cookie, the deep fried Oreo cookie,
Yeah.
Originated from Russellville High School.
You told me about that place, or about the deep Oreo. Yeah.
I know that the best barbecue nachos in the area is from Douglas Concession.
Really?
I've been doing this a long time, bro.
So
I know
who
where the food is.
would be your favorite concession stand, bar none? If you high school, baseball, basketball, football, where would Jerry White go to concession stands?
I think one of my favorites was Demopolis. Demopolis had ribeye steak sandwiches. Tim Warren and myself went down for a playoff several years ago to watch. I don't remember the kid we went down to watch. We went all the way to Demopolis to watch a football game, and they had deep fried ribeye steak sandwiches.
How do I know it's going to be deep fried?
Name another place you can get one.
Deep fried ribeye sandwiches.
Yes. Stupid good.
That's the thing.
First, the only time I've ever had it. Incredible. I would go back today to get one.
Is it lightly breaded?
No.
So it's heavy breaded.
No bread.
No
not bread, just the steak, whatever dry seasoning, deep fry, chop it up a little on the toasted bun with caramelized onions.
Demopolis.
Demopolis.
So is there a way that we can go to Demopolis on Kusa's off week just to eat steak sandwiches, ribeye sandwiches?
I'm in. Let me check and see if they're playing at home or away that night.
Dude, I'm telling you, we could take
We need to do a concession, a best concession.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We will. We're being.
Here's what I tell you about Kusa's concession.
Dude, they're great.
Kusa takes care of us.
Barbecue nachos
is incredible. They deliver it to us. We never have to go get it.
Ellen.
What was that?
Misery's Philip Ellen. I mean, Jason Ellen. Miss Jason Ellen. She brings it up to us. I said Philip. Sorry, Mrs. Ellen.
Look, they take care of us. They got to make sure we have drinks, make sure we have food, snacks. We don't have to worry about anything as far as being taken care of.
Now, we need a bathroom.
We do need a bathroom up there. We're working on that. Jumbotron first, new concession with a toilet second. Working on that.
That's chump change. Jackie can write that check right now.
Jackie said tough times at UPS. It ain't Christmas right now. All right, man. I got to go pick up food, man. I got to go.
I would let me know what you get today, and I'll pick it up Wednesdays when I can afford to get there. And but man, just great hanging out with you today. Thanks everybody for joining us, man. People are jumping on now. Kevin Stevens, Savannah Boyd, Jack, Nick, all these people right here that are jumping on. We just appreciate everybody that watches and supports.
Would you guys please help? Would you guys please help us grow? Like and share. Comment helps the algorithm. And we would love to, throw some comments in there about what you guys want to talk about on the show, and we'll certainly. We don't mind talking about anything or anybody.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to talk about somebody and you don't want to really do it, put their names in the comment. We'll talk about them. What do we care? It'll make us no difference. But I will say this, even though we're not live, when you go back and rewatch this, because there are thousands of folks that go back and watch, put comments in there because we will go back and read them. Okay. Jerry will go back and read them, and then he'll tell me what you say, and then we'll go from there. So, hey, man, we love you. Love you, J-Dub. Appreciate you, buddy. We're going to throw our sponsors in here real quick and let them fade us out to black. But we'll see you tomorrow morning right here on Kapow. JJ in the morning at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. We love you guys. We'll talk to you first thing tomorrow.
Etowah County Tip Line. 256-543-2893. Etowah County Sheriff Jonathan Horton understands it takes everyone's involvement to keep Etowah County safe. If you see it, report it. 256-543-2893 or use the free app, the Etowah County Tip Line. Little Burton's. 4755 Alabama 179 in Boaz, Aurora Community. This is your one-stop shop from freshly cut meats and steaks, breakfast sandwiches, to famous Hunt Brothers Pizza. Hey, you can fill up your tank and enjoy a freshly brewed cup of hot coffee. Let owner Jamie Grant and his staff give you the customer service that you expect and the old-time Southern hospitality you deserve. Little Burton's. Pierce & Pierce, attorneys at law. 256-455-0984. Let attorneys Kyle and Beth Pierce take the worry away. They specialize in criminal defense, appeals, probate, family, divorce, wills and trust, real estate, and property. They are only one call away. 256-455-0984. Attorneys Kyle and Beth Pierce. We are in this together.
Trent Thrasher Construction. From idea to completion, we manage it all. At Trent Thrasher Construction, we create spaces big enough to hold your dreams. We believe in the nobility of hard work. That's what sets us apart. We take pride in everything that we do. There are lots of companies out there that can build your project, but at Trent Thrasher Construction, we don't just build, we create, innovate, collaborate, and take absolute pride in every single project we do. Trent Thrasher Construction. We're here for you.
Over 80 flavors of extra virgin olive oil and balsamics, we know that shopping with us can be a little overwhelming. That's why we take the time to get to know our customers. We get to know their likes, their dislikes, what they like to cook, and what they like to eat. We also get to know their health problems. Knowing our customers allows us to help find the perfect flavors. So what are you waiting for? Come and visit us at 534 Broad Street in downtown Gadsden so we can get to know you.